I can solo this. I kind of want to try just out of curiosity, but I'm not sure if I can solo this. We'll give it a shot though, why not? Yeah, but this is like a combat simulation now. Then this is kind of like the extreme mode of the fights. It's like a harder version of what I already fought. But like the lore reason behind me fighting him again is this is a like simulation, not like the real thing. I'm not taking a whole lot of damage to him, so I might be here a while, but I can give it a shot. Oops. I'm not taking a whole lot of damage, which is good. I just don't know if, like, this is possible with one person. Okay, it might not be possible. He just one-shot me. Yeah, I think I probably will not be able to do this. Let's try one more time. We can try to like pop a shield before that attack happens. Okay, survived that. I did not survive that though. I probably need to go out of those like... Try one more time. I think I was standing in something. Yeah, I think I should stay near those. Pull them away this time. I'll kind of like pop some of my shields. Okay, so I survived the first one. Okay, I think I just need to get... No, I didn't. Okay, I don't think this is doable. I think he's just going to keep on one-shotting me. I don't deal enough damage anyways, so... We'll save this for another time. I'll just get back to the quests. I could probably solo like the normal mode versions of it though. I don't think those would be too bad. I'm gonna turn on a fan real quick. 1 second. I'm Troubled Warrior of Light. The 6th Legion will not soon surrender its pursuit of elegant technology. While it is true that the 6th suffer heavy losses in attempting to breach Azislaw's defenses, the Legion is still very much a force to be reckoned with. Left to its own devices, it will not be long before the Legatus moves to... Excuse the interruption, but a call to this link pro can only come from one of your fellow Scions. Archon Y'shtola, what news? And you are quite certain they have broken through? Yes, of course. We shall leave immediately. It would seem the thing I feared most has come to pass. The Garleans have succeeded in dispelling the barrier Orange placed upon the entrance to the research facility. We must intercept and destroy them before they acquire the means to control primal entities. Archon Y'shtola requests that we assemble at the scene of the intrusion. Pray depart at once. I will join you when I have information for the other Scions that... when I have informed the other Scions of this development. Wait, where are we going? Oh, back to... okay. I wonder if this is leading to a dungeon to, like, try and dispel the Guardians from the area. Just because I'm kind of going towards the entrance to another dungeon. Which one was this one, though? I forget. I wish it told you, like, on this map, like, what this dungeon was. I thought it usually does. No, I guess not. The fractal continuum... Maybe it does, actually. Oh, yeah, the chemical research facility. Okay, yeah, it does. It's just... it's right there. Then it could be like a hard mode of this dungeon, maybe? I see we are first to arrive. No matter, your colleagues should be here and on. They were wise indeed to keep this area under surveillance. Had the Guardians slipped by unnoticed, I dare not think of the consequences. Archon Y'shtola set forth for Azislaw when it became apparent that the Legatus was attempting to breach the barrier, and arrived to find that he succeeded. We must hope that he has yet to find his prize. Hello, Crown. I'm at Unikali, and thank you for answering my summons so swiftly. Okay. We shall all be glad of your presence should we meet with the 6th Legion. That seems all but certain. As you may be aware, this facility houses some of Alag's most advanced technology. Accordingly, Orange sought to deny the Empire easy ingress by weaving a ward of singular potency. Not singular enough, it would seem. I would be surprised if Legatus had not reached the core laboratories already. 'Tis passing strange. I wove the ward in accordance with the most closely guarded teachings of the Archmages of Sharlayan. Naught was left to chance, naught. It is well known that the children of Garlemald have no talent for arcane manipulation, nor hath the Empire more than a cursory knowledge of sorcery. That they should succeed in unraveling so complex a skein of magecraft, and with such swiftness, surpassing swiftnesses, 'tis passing strange. That it is, Orange, but 'tis a mystery for another day. Archon Y'shtola has the right of it. Before all else, we must move to safeguard the knowledge which enables the Alagans to harness primal energies. Of particular concern is the Genesis expression, an artho-ethiochemical formula that allows the scholars of yore to create substances from nothingness. I know of no such formula. Whence came you by this information? From your enigmatic master, perchance? He did furnish me with the morsel, yes, and knowing exactly what prize Legatus now seeks to enable us to predict his position. Do you not see? We have been gifted the perfect opportunity to remove the head of an entire legion. I don't think you quite so bloodthirsty, Nikali. Surely safeguarding secrets should take precedence over slaying legatuses. Crowd sentiments reflect my own, yet the two objectives need not be mutually exclusive. What say you, Orange? Orange? Ah, forgive me. My thoughts were bound up in idle imaginings. In answering to thy question, my lady, I am content to be led by thee in this matter. Right, I've enabled the facility's teleporters. Shall we? I wonder if this is going to be like a level sync sort of thing. You two on the matter of the barrier. I do, verily. 'Twas a warding spell of labyrinthine intricacy, the brainchild of the head of the students of Aldesian himself. Even the most learned Archon would require several moons to disentangle such an enchantment. To do so, mere bells would require some preternatural power akin to the very echo itself. I wonder, maybe the Garleans like have a primal that they used? I don't know, or like they've made some sort of technology answer to it. Oh yeah, it is a level sync. Nice. I was hoping for like a hard mode dungeon, but this is fine. Hey guys, I don't know if we have a tank. I see a lot of like staves and books, not a whole lot of swords and axes and shields. I'm a little concerned with this party. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, I turned off my HUD. I thought there was like a little cutscene. I forgot that I rebound my like HUD button. The music is very good here though, I like that. It's cool to go back here too, because I do love the look of this area. Who was that? Just jumped away. Okay. It's a little crazy. Can I not? What? Oh, I need no assistance again. I was like, Orion's just gonna take it himself. I was like, why can't I target that? Yeah, the Legatus himself is here. After him, I shall contend with this foe. Press onward, my comrade.
In the name of the Emperor!
I'm here. Oh, Carl, you alright? Oh, I gotta take out these guys too. Probably. Oh, we're good. Go, I will stand guard over Mistress Crow. You must keep the Legatus from his prize. We leave her in your care then. You best keep her safe in the colony. Yeah, the music is great here. I gotta like redo this dungeon at some point. Just to kind of experience the music again. Oh, I probably should go in the shield. Go in there real quick. Looks like I can't kill it while it's doing this. Did somebody just like fall through the world? I just like a nameplate like fall through that bridge. It's a little weird. After the Legatus. I don't like how the Scions have a history of like staying back and protecting like me so I can advance forward. And still they come. Like I'm kind of hesitant to leave Ishtola by herself. Press on, Plunko, I will handle this. Remember last time you said that? Remember last time what happened? I don't know if I want this to happen again. I've exposed the bones to their work. Now to extract the marrow. Even in the moment of my triumph, you persist in your misguided crusade. So be it. I shall present my prize, the Empire or Emperor, alongside your head. I don't like what he's doing right now. I'm not really sure what's happening.
Can you withstand this? There is nowhere to run!
Our weapons inhibitors exist for a reason. I'm sorry, what now? Well, I will not lose to you again. Why is there a tiger? Cerulean servants.
Enough!
Ow, that really hurt. Plunko. This Tumlith is unbreached then? Crap. My wounds will not slow my blade should you seek to bar my path. I would slay me, no doubt, but it would be your final act. What madness afflicts you Eorzean fools? The Emperor but desires a means to shackle the icons and their destructive appetites. Why do you rail against your own salvation? It is not for man to wield such power. The primal energy you Emperor seeks contain would be as kindling waiting for a spark. Forget not the White Raven Legatus. Like thee, he presumed to wield the power of Alag and invited the calamity in doing so, or so doing. The star's fate is too important to be decided by any one man. A warmongering savage least of all. Have care, boy. You speak of my Emperor. But dying here in defense of his honors will not further his cause. Ah, well, I appear not to be dead. Ah, well, what happened? Cryle. I may have cracked a rib or two. I'll be fine, honestly. Our foes gave no quarter. Had Unakali stinted in his defense of thee, thou mayst be certain thy hurts will be far worse. I could do no less. Mistress Cryle is here at my behest, after all. The secrets of Alag are safe for the present, though 'tis doubtful the Legatus will return to Garlemald till the prize he coveteth lieth in his grasp. We must redouble our efforts to protect this place. Cryle and I will place additional seals upon the tomolith. Unakali. I appreciated you staying at my side. Thank you. "'Twas not." Oh, please. It was a good deal more than that, and you know it. Now let me help you. When a woman thanks you for saving her life, the customary response is, "You're welcome." You are welcome. The good old Warrior of Light nod of approval. Ah, hurry on, Shay. Are the new wards already in place? My colleagues have told upon their enchantments. I come unto thee in secret that I might question thee outside their hearing. Question me? I would speak with the one who undid my sublist magecraft. He who invited the Imperial Legatus into the facility in hopes of engineering the man's demise at the hands of the Warrior of Light. Okay, I never even thought about this. You accuse me of masterminding this day's events. The plan may have been thy master's, but thy deed was thine. Oh, so I'm assuming Unakali's master? Thou didst lure Legatus of the 6th Legion into a trap from which he was not intended to emerge. 'Tis plain to me now that thy seeming opportunist in proposing his elimination was feigned, and that his death was the object of thy plan from the first. And you have proof of this? Thine own words betrayed thee. Thou didst speak of the Empire's desire to claim the Genesis expression, the existence of which even the learned Mistress Kra was ignorant. Whence then did the Legatus come by such definitive knowledge? And then there is the matter of mine unraveled ward. None save one possessed of the otherworldly gift could have seen so swiftly affected its dissolution. Known thee of another blessed with such. Assume these accusations have merit, what then? Full many times and oft doth the pursuit of truth lead men down darkened paths. I take no issue with thy purpose. 'Tis but thy method I would call into question. In the Gallian Empire we have a common foe. Hast thou deigned to share thine intention with Plunko or Mistress Krile, 'tis like that we would have closed the trap with less risk of life, and more success. I sought to use the most dangerous secrets of Alag as bait. Who among you would agree to such a reckless plan? None, and with good cause. Irrespective, thou wert remiss in thy duty to thy comrades. I note with some disappointment in the matters concerning the primals and those who would control them, the cold rationality upon which thou so pridest thyself is conspicuous by thy absence. Know that the salvation of the star is an end too vast for any one of us to accomplish alone. Shouldst thou fail to trust in thy comrades, I foresee thy actions participating in some terrible misfortune. Indeed. My sincerest apologies, Plunko. Oriange is correct in his suspicions. It was I who orchestrated this encounter with the Primal. Or with the Empire. I would ask that thou forgiveth Unakali this transgression, and I keep mention of it from Master Krile, or Mistress Krile. 'Twould be a pity for one foolish decision to wither their budding camaraderie ere it had a chance to bloom. There you are, you rotten idler. When Ishtar realized we were struggling with the ward alone, she was absolutely livid. Ah, never mind the warring triad. I have woken Archon Yashtol's tempestuous wrath. In supplicant mood shall I return at once, and there atone for mine ignorance. Come, Plunko, it is time we return to the Rising Stone. Oh, why am I standing inside of him? Oh god. Once again, I must apologize for acting without your consent or counsel. As a gesture of repentance and a sign of good faith, allow me to share something of myself with you. As Oriange suggested, I possess the gift of the Echo, though it is of a nature different from yours. Regardless, I would use my gift for the selfsame purpose, the salvation of the star, and nothing possesses a greater threat to the world than proliferation of primal harnessing technology. This I know only too well. What I am about to divulge concerns the fate of another star entirely. On this other world, a magic was devised that allowed the realm's champions to use a stone known as Auracite to contain the powers of primals. Oh, we know white Auracite, but they're saying a whole other world? On this other world? So armed, these heroic souls conquered god after god, oblivious to their weapon's fatal imperfection. Its propensity to bleed primal energies, and with each victory, the heroes change, transforming at last into fiends of endless appetite. Insatiable in their hunger for ether, they ultimately went to war over the star's ever-dwindling life force, and fought until there was nothing left. Thus, as Oriange so astutely observed, when I am faced with those who rush to embrace power unchecked, I lose all semblance of rationality. Know that my master too cares deeply about the fate of this star. I am his servant, his instrument, sent here to ensure that the same tragedy does not consume another world. Is he coming from a different world entirely? Like what is this other world he speaks of? Oh my god, we're so close to each other. Warrior flight. If this world is to survive, we must needs move forward with our plan. Another pillar of the warring triad must be toppled. The question of which has already been answered. Following your encounter with Legatus, Archonius Tola detected erratic etheric waveforms emanating from the sector containing the icon Sophia, simply known as the goddess in former times. Such readings can mean only one thing. She is close to awakening. Let's return to Ozislav forthwith and put an end to this primal deity, lest she rise again in all her terrible glory. Oops, that is currently where I'm at. Not where I need to go. Here we go. We appear to be the first to arrive. Shall we await our colleagues here? No, that doesn't sound too good. Could the 6th Legion have returned? Unco, Unakala. We're under attack. Yashol and Orange have engaged the foe not far from here. The foe being the, like, Empire? Or is it some, like, Allegan defense thing? That looks... Ooh, what the heck is that? Rarely is my shield thus tested. It would seem the Allegans have not been lax in their recruitment. It doesn't seem like a Garlean. What are these things? Think you so? Mayhap your arm merely withered whilst you lay idle. Still your tongues. We have stalled them long enough. I haven't the slightest clue who these are. They gotta be like some sort of Allegan like defense maybe? But then they mention like Allegan recruits. The scales in hand, the goddess shall rise. The righteously cast off her cursed power. that she, with Wormful Worm King at her side, might judge and thence bring balance unto all. Hear my words in despair, Alligans. Our goddess is awoken. Your civilization has birthed the instruments of its own undoing. Oh, they're just like, I don't know, tools of Sophia? That makes sense. 'Tis well you are here, Plunko. I should like to know what our assailants were saying. You understand their words, did you not? 'Twas a Mercedinian dialect, if mine ears do not deceive, though one which beareth scant resemblance to any spoken in recent times. As for our antagonist's meaning, I do gladly defer to those blessed with the echo. So we have 3 people with the echo. Kryl, me, and then Unikali. The one with the shield seemed to think we were Alligans. He recited what sounded like a verse of prophecy, then claimed their goddess is awoken. Is that about right, Plunko? Sounds right to me. And might we assume that this deity of theirs is the very icon we've come to topple? Aye, from their tongue, their words, and their attire, 'tis like that our antagonists were Mercedians, thralls of the goddess Sophia and victims of the Alligans' incursions. If, as Kryl claimeth, they thought us as agents of Allag, it is little wonder that they sought to bring us low. You suggest that Sophia's servants have been liberated from their containment, and we have no choice but to accept her word of her awakening as truth. Gods help us. The warring triad have proven formidable enough when we've roused them with a fraction of their true strength. Should Sophia break free at the peak of her power, Plunko and his friends won't stand a chance. Let us be about it then. Plunko, Kryl, Unikali, the 3 of you will make directly for Sophia's containment facility. Oriange and I will do what we can to occupy the icon's thralls. Mistress Kryl, do you perchance recall the words of the prophecy in its entirety? Let me see. I believe it was, with scales in hand, the goddess shall rise, and righteously cast off her cursed paw, that she, with Wormful Worm King at her side, might judge and thence bring balance into all. Okay, let's see if I can find a group for this. What are queue times looking like for this one? $23 Not great. I might try to hop servers and see if I get better luck somewhere else. Or hop data centers. Give that a shot. Okay, let's see. Six minutes? Okay, that's not too bad. I can kind of kill time until then. Go see what's going on. I don't think my squadron is back yet. Like almost been an hour, but not quite. So we'll kind of give that some more time. What to do? I need to like clean out my inventory at all. I have some stuff I can sell. And it looks like it's all just kind of gear. Oh, but I think I do have a lot of stuff I want to turn into glamours. Okay, there's also a lot of stuff I can sell too, actually. Let's see here. This is not what I want. Where is the, like, vendor? Over there, perfect. Didn't I, like, accidentally sell something? Yeah, I think I accidentally actually sold one of my alembics. And you know the funny thing is you can just rebuy stuff that you sold by accident, so I totally could have just, like, rebought it, but it's fine. Kind of refix this gear. I remember the last time I played, I accidentally sold something. That's fine though. Okay. Okay, now I need to make sure I don't. This is not the right person. Where is like the? Oh, there we go. It's Loth next to them. Okay, so I need to make sure I'm not selling anything that has like that little, like page icon on it. So I'll sell that, that's fine. I think I'm gonna keep these for glamours. I can sell all of these. Empen Carta? Why is that Spirit? Oh, it's Spirit Bond. I want to keep these Clasticate coats. That can be sold. That can be sold. I'll keep the brand new half gloves. That can be sold. That as well. That can be sold. Why'd I have two different pairs of pants? Well, I guess one has perception, one has control. This one has craftsman. I feel like weavers. Oh, this is just for weaver. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh, that might also explain why weaver is like slightly higher with that like gear score, because I have like weaver specific feet. All of this could be sold. Yes. I definitely don't want to sell that. Good lord. Keeping that for sure. This can be sold though. Keep all that. Keep these. Okay, I think I'm good now. Medanian ring. Let's keep that. Okay. I'm not sure. Where's the inn in Limsa? I don't think I've ever been to the inn here. I have to go teleport somewhere else, maybe. Yeah, where is the inn? Top Adventurers Guild. Am I just like blind? It's usually like where the like with the bars, right? Arcanist Guild. It's gotta be like up above, right? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I just didn't see the icon. Okay, so I can teleport here. Oh, this is a really nice in-room. Look at this view. This, like, light wall. It's like a really nice room, except for, like, this. Come on, you couldn't give me, like, a nice view? That's unfortunate. Alright, it's like little, like... What even is this? It's like bookshelves, but there's, like, covers on them all. Like a little Lawfell-sized door. That's adorable. What are these? Okay. Let's see here. Armoire. I think I can put these. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Let's go repair the gear first. Okay. Who will repair my gear? Oh, you. Like, literally right next to me. Amazing. Thank you kindly. Thank you very much. Cool. Now I can go back. Don't know if I have anything else to store in the armoire. That should be good. So now I'll go to Glamour Dresser. Nothing in my inventory. Yes, we'll turn that into a Glamour for sure. I think Royal Crown. That's a nice looking crown. Yeah, we'll keep that. And then both of the glasses. And then Scholasticate coat. I think that should be good for everything. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Very nice. Still haven't found a party yet for this trial. I'll give it like 10 minutes. If I don't find anybody, then I might be able to solo it. We'll see. I think the normal mode versions like shouldn't be too hard to solo. I don't know what to do in the meantime. Oh, it was a fat chocobo. My favorite. Hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. This one that has like a weird, like ponytail thing. I don't know what even to call this. It's like a weird little thing. Oh, training complete. Perfect. All right, let's head back to Dania then. And then hopefully that will kind of give me like the skills I need to take on level 50 missions. We'll see though. Greetings, Commander. The squadron is eager to receive your next orders. How we looking? I don't. Oh, that's right. I need to go and like actually check the regiment board and then confirm. Okay, does that like do anything? Oh yeah, it did actually. Okay, so I could do that mission. I could do void send elimination. I don't really know what I need. Increase spirit bonding speed. Like, aren't these like super important? I guess like the engineering manuals might be nice. Like the XP bonuses. And the survival manual. But I don't really know what else is like nice to have. Increase the number of company seals earned by completing grand company duties. Decrease the aetherite teleportation fees. Like, for 120 minutes? How much are you teleporting? How expensive does that get? Decreases gear wear. Oh, these are level 40 missions now. Like a lot of these actually. Well, a couple of them at least. I'm just gonna go for this one. Get more of the engineering manuals. Not that I really need them, but just deploy. And my trial is ready. Like good timing. It's always one DPS. Come on, buddy. Come on, please accept. I know you're there. I know you're there, please. What are they eating? Like hot dogs? We have like slices of ham. Hold on, what is... And then... I don't even know what this is. Like just another piece of meat? That looks like maybe carrots and... potatoes? Like those little small potatoes? I don't know. I don't really know what I feed my squadron. I think I'm just giving them like hot dogs. Oh, so many Lalafels. Look at that. Don't see that very often.
I leave the goddess in your capable hands. Just watch out for her worshippers.
Okay. That's a very cool design. For reasons. Okay, she is very cool looking actually. That is very cool looking. And she has like scales. I'm sorry, what? Okay. I wasn't expecting that. She's like on top of a... that's kind of crazy.
The unenlightened come.
The unenlightened come? It's an interesting fight. Like, what are we looking at here? It's like on top of a head. These are some like really cool fights so far. I'm very impressed by these warring triad stuff. Okay, so there's the head right there. Okay. Alright, I wasn't really expecting that. That hurt. So like straight to the face.
Know you the full weight of death.
Oops. I am not paying attention. Someone just got teleported away somewhere? I'm not sure where this person is. I'm a little concerned now. Or did they not, like, enter into the arena? Oh, I probably should have waited for the tank. That was not smart. I am currently frozen.
Even in death, there is no release.
Oh my goodness, I'm struggling right now. Oh, it's already been raised. I am like so flustered. I am so flustered right now.
I would know the weight of your souls.
Okay, that one person returned, but I think they're AFK maybe? That's what happens? Okay, I'm so not prepared for this.
Can you bring equilibrium? I shall tip back the balance.
No. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm like way too flustered to play this this game right now. Oh good lord, that was not good.
Sin must be balanced.
She's just like laughing at me. Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh no. The music's very nice, at least. I just have no idea what to do right now. I don't know how to deal through this. I am... Ugh, I'm struggling so much right now.
Daughter, be the bearer of my wisdom.
This is not a good... Oh boy. The music's really good. It reminds me of like a Nier song. But other than that, I was just like woefully unprepared for this fight. I really struggled with this one. Also, wait, how did... I was standing next to people, how did they not get knocked off? I'm... Oof. They have like a... Maybe... Oh, I probably should use Cast. That was tough. think maybe I'll still get it. I don't know. I mean, it's almost dead.
My revelation.
Yeah, I'll need to come back and do this again when I have like a clearer head. Because that was not great. It was a really cool fight though. Like, I'm loving these Warring Triad. This was an awesome fight, but I got too flustered and then I just started making too many mistakes. Yeah, this person was like maybe AFK the whole time. I'm not sure what happened with them. I see the goddesses no more. Well done. Once Kral and Unakali have rejoined us, we may safely depart. Nope. Crap, I skipped that. I believe we had the answer to that. We discovered the remains of a Gallian soldier in an adjacent sector of the containment facility. It is likely the fool ventured too close to Sophia during the Empire's previous incursion and was enthralled for his troubles. Another reminder, if any we need, as to the incalculable threat posed by these beings. The goddess would not even have been conscious when she claimed the man's will, and yet his mistake granted her the means to release his servant, and would have resulted in her own liberation had we not been on hand to intervene. I do wonder that the Icon's power is capable of so effectively manipulating the facility's containment systems. How come he, by such rarefied knowledge? That, too, is easily explained. During our investigation, Crow discovered a subtle flaw in one of the mechanisms which held the goddess in check, a flaw which had plainly been added intentionally. Upon examining the facility's records of the period, we were able to perceive together the story. It was a time towards the end of the Third Astral Area, when the peoples of Mercedia faced extinction at the hands of the Algan Empire. Sophia, a being of incomparable cunning, was said to have communicated certain plans to her servants through the medium of a trusted oracle. Following the oracle's instructions, they duly conspired with the rebel faction within Alag who, we believed, agreed to tamper with the prison intended for Sophia, and then the goddess and her thralls chanced to be captured. We suspect that this had always been their plan. Indeed, the prison was situated at the heart of Alag, and we think they intended to attack the city from within. They would merely have had to wait for the rebels to exploit the weakness in their confines. But the conspirators' dealings with the Mercedians were exposed before they could enact their plot, and all were summarily executed. It seemed that their flaw itself remained undiscovered, however, and might have remained so until the days had it not been for the actions of the Archbishop and, subsequently, the Gallians. I cannot help but wonder what might have come to pass had their scheme been successful. Mayhap the answer lies in the prophecy. Krile hath the right of it. Its words may have deciphered thus: the cursed Paul speaketh of Sophia prison, from which she was supposed to emerge at the agreed hour. The Worm King, meanwhile, can be none other than great Bahamut himself, and yet a prisoner whom the gods did intend to unleash upon Alag to set right the scales of justice. A foolhardy plan had it come to fruition. The two of them would surely have raised the realm. Naught would have been spared in devastation, the Mercedians' homeland included. Their home already stood at the brink of oblivion. Mayhap they wished for naught else but to purge the poison of Alag with primal fire. The tale teaches us that even the greatest of man's creations, man, or may yet be brought low by a single act of treachery. The Algans were fools to place their trust in technology's bondage. To shackle such beings is but to delay the inevitable. Not save the total destruction shall free us from their menace. Let us return now to the Rising Stone, and there consider the final step of this most needful task. 1 second. The threat posed by this facility is far greater than you imagined, Turianche, and not one limited to the icons themselves. Sophia's remaining servants must be put down. Warning, deactivating stasis chamber support systems will result in subject termination. Enter identification code to continue. How does he have like an ID code? Is he an Allegan? That's been like... I don't know, maybe he was one of like the dissenters with an Allag that somehow managed to like preserve himself? But then you also kind of talk about being from different worlds though. Identification code accepted, subjects terminated. It's so weird. I like have no idea who this person is. Also, I guess I'm still here and I just saw the whole thing. Okay. Interesting. Alright, back to the Rising Stone. Is Artemis Warrior of Light? Arcanya Stola mentioned that there was a matter she wished to discuss. Yeah, who are you? What are you? Where did you come from? Why did you come from there? Well met, Plunko. You will forgive me if I seem curt, but I would settle an encounter with our young friend. If anybody's gonna like push him around, it'll be Y'shtola. Get some answers. While conducting a final sweep of Sophia's containment facility, we discovered that all of her remaining thralls had perished in their stasis chamber. This was your doing. It was. I chose to act upon the knowledge revealed within the tombstone we recovered. The true purpose of these prisons is far more horrifying than we first assumed. The Allegans were not simply observing the icons and siphoning away their energies. They were conducting experiments in preparation for a far more ambitious project. If you recall, both the Fiend and the Goddess were imprisoned within massive spherical structures. These spheres were the prototypes which paved the way for the successful reconstruction of an artificial celestial body. You speak of Dalamund. Aye, the Icon's cages are unmistakably of the same design as the Red Moon. The plane, the research facilities containing the seeds of 3 calamities, which might feasibly visit upon a chosen target. Eliminating one of them necessitates the destruction of the goddess's slumbering thralls. The distasteful task unbefitting one such the warrior of light. Thus did I resolve to perform the deed myself. You have made your case, and 'tis apparent that we were not in full possession of the facts. Nevertheless, your notion of what may or may not be expected of Plunko is presumptuous in the extreme. When the Warrior of Light chose to join the Scions, he did so in the knowledge that he would be required to face and destroy not only the Primals, but also their fanatical servants. That which you term a distasteful task is an essential part of our calling, a burden which every Scion is sworn to shoulder. I see. Would seem I misjudged the depth of your resolve. No matter. Assuming I have made myself understood, we need not speak of this again. There is, however, one other subject which merits discussion. You determined that Sophia's thralls were woken by the Gallian soldiers who had somehow gained access to the containment area, did you not? If that is the case, it seems highly doubtful that the eloped are wandering into such a dangerous part of the facility by chance. Dissidents within the Empire claim that the 6th Legion is rife with agents under order to thwart the Legate's mission by any means necessary. Lest you imagine that we have allies in Garlemald, I should clarify that their motive is wholly uncharitable. Regalia von Hadris rose to the top of the Gallian military in merit alone, and is fiercely loyal to the Emperor for recognizing his efforts. His compeers, by contrast, rose through the favor of the establishing order and would accordingly do anything to see him fail. That they would be so reckless. You truly believe the actions of these agents contributed to the recent crisis? Aye, and that they pose no less a risk to the realm than those loyal to the Emperor. Plainly, we must needs continue to do all in our power to prevent the technologies of Alec from falling into the hands of man. On that point, at least, we have ever been in complete agreement. Hey, Boogle, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. It's the lad? You mean we're gonna call him? Greetings, Warrior of Lights. What? What does that mean? Oh, cat. That sounds like cat speech. Yep, that tracks. That sounds like cat typing. Well, hello to your cat. I hope they're doing well as well. I did, yeah, I really struggled though. I did not have a good time. I died probably like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, the fight did not go very well. I think like there was 3 people left at the very end. It was really cool. The music was great, like the fight was incredible, but I just got way too flustered and I really struggled to heal. Yeah, I fell off like multiple times. I just was like too flustered and was not paying attention and struggled. So I'll have to go back and redo it sometime and kind of like practice, because yeah, it was not the easiest. And we had like 1 AFK person too. It was like a whole thing. Greetings, Warrior of Light. The one pillar of the warring triad remains. Zurvan, the icon known as the demon. That being said though, like I've been really enjoying the warring triad stuff. See, I tried to solo Sephiroth EX version and I got one shot by like one of his strong attacks. So I could probably solo like the normal version of it, but I feel like the EX versions might be a little too hard for me. According to the histories, I've uncovered this monstrous being was worshipped by a race of Mercedean beastmen. Yeah, I think I need a tank to kind of soak up the damage. These creatures are the key to maintaining Zurvan's manifestation, and we can be sure that many such thralls will be imprisoned somewhere within the research facility. It is imperative that we determine their exact location as swiftly as possible. We dare not risk repeating the near disaster we suffered at the hands of Sophia's servants. As such, your fellow Scions have already begun an exhaustive search, but there are several sectors which only you, Kral, and I can enter without fear of enthrallment. Let us make our way to Azislav forthwith and aid the investigation. Wait, does Sephiroth like knock you off too? I don't remember him knocking people off. But I feel like Sophia would be the same way. Like, if you miss a knockoff, then you kind of have to, like, restart the entire fight. Or if you, like, you know, get knocked off. And more in EX. Yeah, I didn't get that far when I tried the EX fight. I did not get that far at all. So wait, this is probably... This is Sophia, definitely. Over her on the head. I kind of forget what Sephiroth looked like. Was that Sephiroth? These two look very similar. Oh no, Sephiroth is one with multiple hands, that's right. So this is Sephiroth, and this is probably... What do they call it, like... Zorvon? What was his name again? Or the demon? I don't see his name in here. I think it was like Zorvon or Zervon or something like that. Where is he? Hello? Oh. There it is. You can see that. Plunko, it's good we caught you. The facility's been swarmed by Imperial troops. By their standards, did we judge them soldiers of the 6th? I, once more, doth Regula von Hydrus stretch forth his hand to seize the forbidden fruit of Alag, and once more have our meticulous wards been swept aside like many cobwebs. Your meddlesome wards were destroyed from within by the pulsating energies of the Icon. Nay, put your weapons and listen. The followers of Zervon have awakened, and they toil to rouse their master. The demon's worshippers are yet slender. When we confronted Sophia, could the tampering of her thralls have been more widespread than we thought? They shared a common enemy. 'Tis not unthinkable that they would seek to free all those the Allagans have imprisoned. Yes, yes, the cage doors are open, and whilst you stand here quibbling over who picked the locks, my soldiers are inside the facility risking their lives and their sanity. They have volunteered to face death to prevent Zervon's servants from waking him in the fullness of his power. Now, assuming you have at last understood the gravity of the situation, it is time that I rejoined them. But you cannot hope to succeed. The Icon will enslave the minds of any who draw near. Thus did I seek out those with the power to resist his influence. Aid us, and mayhaps my men will not perish in vain. You propose an alliance? I have delved into the depths of this place and found its technologies wanting. These mechanisms have failed to hold their prisoners, and such broken artifacts are unfit to bring before the Emperor. Twice have you bested me in combat. Will you now lend me that strength to stand against our mutual foe? 'Twas in opposing your reckless schemes that Ysaea was lost to us. You expect us to simply forgive and forget all that has come before? I expect you to put aside your emotions and use your better judgment, but of course, I'm dealing with savages. I will not stand here and justify the death of an Ice Maiden. We pursued our ideals and you pursued yours. Such was the result, and mayhap you might consider another point. In these endless clashes, we have all lost comrades dear to us, yet I choose to put aside past grievances to beg your champion's aid, to appeal to your reason. Thou art willing to build a bridge of common purpose upon such tremulous foundations. I, too, am hesitant to accept this arrangement, Archon Ystrola, but the offer has been made to the Warrior of Light, and 'tis his involvement which shall ultimately sway its outcome. I shall abide by Plunko's decision. Wait, can I actually make a choice? Or is it like an illusion of choice? I feel like this doesn't really matter. Oh, what do I think? What do I think? I mean, I'm all kind of for, like, the bigger threat is the primal, and we should kind of do anything we can to, like, deal with one threat at a time, as opposed to, like, trying to fight the Garleans and also the Primals, so like kind of like the enemy of my enemy is also my enemy, but it can be my friend. I don't know. I'm gonna say Zervan must be stopped. I think, like, as much as I dislike the Garleans and the Empire and all the bad stuff they've done so far, I think, like, fighting the bigger threat is the job of the Scions. Like, our job is to stop the Primals. That is the current bigger threat. We can deal with the Garleans afterwards. Then, for better or worse, we shall fight at your side. Mistress Kral and I are also resistant to primal influences. We shall aid you where we can. Then, let us be on our way. Yeah, and I guess, like, too, the Garleans have never been one for trickery. I'm trying to remember times when they've... I guess they do kind of, like, scheme, but... I don't know. Our companions have already passed through the research facility. We shall not lag behind. Is this gonna make another level sync thing? The demon stirs. Like a suckling babe, he feedeth upon the ether siphoned onto him by his thralls. We must needs deprive him of this substance. Then we destroy those devices. This is a weird, like, picture. Hold, witness your soldiers. Oh, they're fighting each other now? I mean, we kind of assumed that would happen, right? They have turned against one. They have turned one against the other. Even half awake, Zervan corrupts and covets those who enter his aura. The three of us, then, Plunko, Luna Call, we rush in together in each disable generator. We cannot give them the chance to rally defense. There are 4 mechanisms by my count. If I can avoid the icons of miasma, my blade will make short work of the last one. We, all of us, have pledged our lives to keep your lives. I'd rather you tend to my fallen. Some may yet survive with their minds intact. No, not if my strength will be enough. I am no champion. The battlefield is no place for uncertainty, boy. Fate has blessed you with an unique talent and an occasion to use it. Do not waste such a gift. We strike. I know, I was like, the music kicked on. I was like, what is this? You got this in calling. God, Zervan is... Oh, poor boy. Who to call that? Is Kral gonna go and save him? Oh no. Regula is. That sword is so cool. It's like a laser beam thing. It's got like a railgun on it. And he just blocked an attack from a primal? Okay. I don't want to cheer for the Garleans, but he's kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie. Although, okay, maybe not anymore. Yikes. Well, that's not. Is that a bad thing though? He slumbers once more. You saved me? Why? I told you, boy, here's the gift too precious to waste. A gift the Empire may one day have need of in his war upon these untamable icons. Emperor Varys, he raised me up from the ranks, stood against my detractors. He gladly gave my life in his service. You must finish this. Slay these leeches upon our star. Kill them all. Kill Zervan. Why am I like a little sad? For a Garlean. I feel such a good character to like just end so quickly. We must needs withdraw and prepare our assault. At the cost of his very life, the Legatus hath prized open for us a window of opportunity. He's dead. Had I only been stronger. Enough of that. There'll be time for regrets after we've rid the world of Zervan. Krile has the right of it. The demon has fallen back into torpor for now, but we must act swiftly for Gula's death is to have meaning. The survivors speak of an army of thralls loose in the facility. We must assume that these followers continue their efforts to awaken the icon. Let us then concentrate upon diverting them from the task. Mistress Krile and Master Unakali prithee secure the controls to Zervan's shackles and limit the restoration of his might. Archon Yajtol and I shall forge ahead and strike down those thralls as would seek to harry you. Warrior of Light, thine is, as ever, the most perilous duty. Gather to thee thy trusted companions and extinguish from the realm the fires of the demon himself. Okay. Containment Bay Z1T9. 6 minutes? Okay, that's about how long the last queue said. What to do in the meantime? What to go check out? Oh, I guess did I get anything from my... let's see here. I need to get a new book from Chloe. Oh, I probably can't teleport from there. So, exit. There we go. So, is Chloe's book that she gives out, is that the same for everyone every week, or is it unique to... Well, wait, hold on. Sorry. What is this, like, robot turtle tortoise thing that I'm looking at right now? Okay, it's different for everybody? Okay, so you can't just, like, you know, join up with somebody and do the same challenges every week. Gotcha. I guess that makes sense, too, because everybody has... Don't worry about that. Because everybody has, like, different dungeons unlocked and different, you know, trials and whatnot. Hey there, Mr. Punko. Receive a new journal. Thank you. What do we got this time? It's probably just like all of the, yeah. I feel like it's the same for me every week. At least like all of the trials are. What's a treasure dungeon? Yeah, I don't know what a deep dungeon is. I think Frontline's PvP stuff. And I don't know what a treasure dungeon is. Probably stuff I haven't unlocked yet. Also, it gives like a lot of experience too. 7 million experience, like almost 8 million. It's quite a bit. Oh, really? Randomly happens from high-level treasure maps? You just get like a... Is it like a single person dungeon? Like a solo thing? Or do you like need a group for it? Group content. Oh, interesting. I had no idea. What should I do in the meantime? What should I do? How do I kill some time while I wait for this? Any fun people? Any fun stuff going on around here? That is a pig with hair. What is happening over here? These like little campfires I see. What about Gardania? Seems like fairly quiet. A very pink outfit. I'm almost level 100 too, actually, I just realized. Level 93. Getting pretty close. Oh, there we go, that wasn't too long. It was like under 6 minutes, I think. This person reminds me of, the outfit resembles, who do they remind me of? Maybe from Silent Hill. Is it Cheryl? Yeah, the outfit like kind of resembled that. With a green skirt, a little like kind of white vest, and, like blonde hair.
There's been enough sacrifice for one day. We must take the chance we've been given and defeat Zurban now.
Where's his legs? Is his legs like bound in here? Okay, I gotta lock in for this one. It's like a cake topper. like a little thing on top of a cake. Okay. Let's lock in. I'm not gonna die this time. I got this. Some Medica too, kind of mitigate some damage. Oh, okay, I was expecting that. That's got a crazy body. What the heck? He has a face on a interesting part of his body.
My doubt is fled.
Very interesting design. God, I'm too flustered to play this game today. I can't. Oh my god, I'm struggling. I don't have the mental capacity for this game today, I don't think. That was embarrassing.
I shall rise above all. Bear witness to my will.
Just like walked right into that.
Bow to mine infallible judgment.
What is all this? That was so cool.
Suffer in endless torment.
Do we need to go to these? Yeah, I don't know if I have the mental capacity and focus today to be doing raids like that or trials. Good heavens, just struggling today. That was a really cool fight though. That like snowflake portion was expecting that. We'll give it to you. You stuck around. You to a fellow sprout. Incredible as always, Plunko. Hopefully that will be the last of our world seas of the likes of Zervan. Every one of us thralls has been slain as far as we can determine. Our victory over the warring triad is complete. An impossible feat had we not been blessed with your cooperation. Let us not forget the efforts of Regula Van Hydrus and his men. Without their noble sacrifice, the demon would have awoken far sooner and possessed of far more formidable energies. Their bodies of the fallen now accompany the survivors on the return journey to Garlemald. 'Tis known that the Imperials recognize no god, yet they would honor their dead in their own fashion. And when next we meet, our fleeting alliance will surely be forgotten. It was an interesting exchange nonetheless. They spoke of their present ruler as a man who values self-sufficiency. Varys befriended Regula in his youth, it seems, and was highly impressed by his martial prowess. It is common knowledge that Regula's rise to legatus was in great part advocated by the Emperor himself. Regula freely admitted in shortcomings when it came to politics, and it was Varys' unconditional support that served to win his undying fealty. One does not expect such tales of comradeship to lurk beneath the Empire's iron exterior. Contrary to all exceptions, the man died a hero. Witnessing the way you all leapt into danger without hesitation, it would seem I am surrounded by heroes. And yet, my own actions were aught but heroic. I have not the qualities nor the character to stand at the warrior light's side. What a curious thing to say. Are you truly concerned that you do not measure up to some arbitrary requirement? If you knew of the path I walked to reach this place, then you would understand why I doubt myself so. Return with me to the Rising Stone, and I shall tell you of it. Will I get some backstory? With your victory over Zervan, the warring triad is finally defeated. I'm afraid, however, that mine own efforts have often been more hindrance than help, and you and your fellow Scions deserve to hear the reasons behind my actions. I promise to tell you of my journey, of who I am, of where am I from. The truth is, I am not of this world. Why am I scowling at him? I was born of a different star, a child whose power of the echo was too feeble to save his dying world. A child who, unlike you, never became a warrior of light. When all I knew stood on the brink of destruction, I was yet half grown. Had I been born a handful of years earlier, history may have written a different tale. The seeds of other heroes that had yet to fully sprout may not have withered and perished. The star I failed to save is known to you now as the Void. Haven't we been to the Void? Haven't we been there? Though Plunko knew not that I spoke of my homeland, I've explained to him before the cause of its ruin. A magic was devised to contain and defeat a primal's might within a stone known as Orosite, and the energies which bled from this imperfect vessel gradually corrupted the champions who... We know though. Okay, gotcha. I was thinking of like was it the realm of darkness? Maybe I'm getting like kind of locations mixed up. Build it up. These heroes became slaves to an insatiable hunger for ether, eventually transforming into hideous fiends, and none who clung to the faint traces of light were strong enough to oppose them. The demons next turned upon each other in a war which drained the land's ether in even greater amounts, until one day the star was suddenly swallowed in a flood of darkness. The entire world unmade in an instant. The world of darkness is in the Void. The Void Sun you encountered here is the realm. In this realm are the twisted remnants of once mortal beings, who gnawed on what motes of life forces remained. Okay, we've seen the void sent. That makes sense. So now we know where demons come from. They come from like his world. Yeah, I was gonna say, does that involve the Ascians in somehow? Is that how? Okay, I was gonna say, do the Ascians come from the void? So okay, so yeah, differentiate between void sent and demons, gotcha. So is this his master? Because I was gonna say, like, were the Ascians maybe the ones using the Orosite to fight the primals? And as I lay dying, beaten and broken in my failed last stand, 'twas my present master who found my tormented spirit and bore me away to the rift betwixt worlds. Or maybe 'twas he who first introduced me to Uranshe. Or maybe the Ascians didn't come from his world, but they were able to like visit it, maybe? Who found my tormented soul or tormented spirit and bore me away to the rift betwixt worlds, which is where the Ascians kind of have their souls, right? Like in between worlds. At my mentor's feet did I learn of the nature of reality, of the existence of the mirrored worlds, and the internal struggle between dark and light. Sudden and overwhelming superiority for either side will shatter the balance, and the world in question will be returned to the void by a calamity beyond imagining. Could you tell us who your master is? Could you be more specific on who that person is? As the self-appointed custodian of this balance, my master warned me that the source, and first of all worlds, slips perilously close to oblivion. So are they saying that, like, we need the darkness to balance the light? My master warned me that the source, the first of all worlds, as a self-appointed custodian of this balance. Is he like a... Like, there's like scions of darkness and then or not scions, but Ascians of darkness and then Ascians of light? So it's perilously close to oblivion. In what spirit did this master proffer such a warning? A benevolent gesture or veiled threat? To these questions and more do I mean to coax forth answers, yet no matter his intention. That Heidelin doth teeter on the knife's edge is an undeniable truth. Knowing this, what choice was given you to make? I chose to join my master, and act as an instrument to this star. The tragedy that befell my home cannot be repeated. I will see this world saved. And yet, I hesitate at this most crucial of moments. What right have I to stand alongside a true warrior flight? In thine own words, thou wert called before thy time, and offer that thou dwellest overmuch on the question of what maketh a hero. The search for the answer leaveth thee paralyzed with doubt. Heed me, Master Unakalheim. Thou needest not believe thyself a hero to perform great deeds. 'Tis the deed itself which earneth thee the hero's mantle. Aye, the ideals you hold can be less important than having the faith to act upon them. Ragula's loyalty to the Empire guided his actions until the last, and though we did not see eye to eye on many things, his final deeds can be called not less than heroic. Personally, I find that faith in my companions allows me to act unhindered by uncertainty. I know that should I ever falter, Blanco and the others will be there to support me, or steer me back into the right path if needed. I see. In the days leading up to the world's destruction, I was entirely alone. I never knew what it was to have such comrades. I cannot imagine the loneliness you must have felt. But look around you now, Unakalai. You're not alone anymore. Aww. That's very sweet. Welcome to the silence of the 7th dawn. We're getting some new members. I will fulfill my promise to save this world, and when I stumble, I shall be glad to have your hands there to steady me. My apologies. This is difficult for me. For so long have I spoken from behind a mask. We should all feel comfortable speaking without such concealments. I should hope you appreciate the irony of that statement, Iranshan. Bye, Crow. That was like a pretty big lore drop, I think. And the idea of like balancing light and dark. Oh, so I wanted to go see raids. Yeah, that was like really important stuff. World of Darkness. In the twilight of his reign, the first and last emperor of Alag, Zanizar, power above all else, he turned to the terrible being known as the Cloud of Darkness, a ruler of the void. So did we actually go to the void? Like the realm where Unakalai comes from? Main story quest between now and Stormblood will expand upon it. Interesting, okay. I'm surprised this wasn't a part of the main story quest. World of Darkness is a small pocket of the void. Gotcha. So, if that's the case, then protected by the crystal powers or crystal tower's power. So if that's the case, then Unakalai's world is very old then. Like if it was still the void, like if it was still in ruins back during like Alag's time, it couldn't have been reasoned that it like the world fell though. But from my understanding, it seems like Unakalai was kind of just recently found. Okay, I'm just trying to like match timelines here. I don't know if you have the answers or if anybody has the answers to that, but because Zanny went to like a pocket portion of the void, then that means that during Alag's time, his world is already. Okay, so the void predates Alag. So then, how old, like, how is Unakalai here now? Unless there was, like, some, like, time stuff that happened. I would like you to have this warrior flight. It is an elegant tombstone similar to the one we recovered after your victory over Sephiroth. The records contained within describe the goddess at the height of her power and will enable Azizla's reality augmentation technologies to generate an idealized simulacrum of Sophia against whom to test your skills. From what I have been able to determine, this formed part of a greater trial intended to test Alag's elite warriors. Quite how compared to the challenge presented at the Fiend's tombstones, I cannot say. I suppose there's only one way to be certain. Visit the verification node on Azizla and witness firsthand what awaited the champion of Eld. Whilst we were examining the controls of Zervan shackles, I found a tombstone that may be of interest to you, Blanco. Would you like to take a look? The information contained within this device appears to have been used to generate a simulated battle of grueling difficulty. Challengers will be pit against the simulacron of Zervan, the power of which has been enhanced to the icon's highest conceivable magnitude. It is described as the final trial for the most elite of allied warriors, intended to distinguish the truly exceptional among them. I have witnessed no champion more exceptional than the warrior flight. Are you not curious to see just how powerful Zervan may have been? I urge you to visit the verification node and undertake this ultimate test of Allegan Elite. I think I'm probably gonna turn in these quests and then call it there for today. I don't know, my brain's not in the right place today. I don't have like the mental capacity to play more. So I'll probably turn these 2 quests in and then call it there for today. But yeah, those fights are really fun. I gotta go back and revisit them at some point when I'm kind of like more mentally prepared. I'm done with side stuff at least? Okay, perfect. So then next stream I'll be able to go back to the main story quest. Cool. And I do want to do the extreme fights at some point, because I imagine they might have like mount drops and kind of cool. I just don't have like I don't have the energy to do it today. It's pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. It seems like maybe we'll get some pretty big lore drops, which I'm looking forward to. Like kind of more explanations on how or why or who like things are happening, you know? I'm kind of excited for that because I have a lot of questions. Yeah, like all of those are great. Yeah, like I love Alexander so much. It's been so great so far. These warring triad fights have been amazing as well. Yeah, I'm like thoroughly impressed by just how like different in scale and quality this is from A Realm Reborn. It's like a pretty big jump in just, yeah, everything. Activating verification systems, enlistment program request acknowledged, awaiting tombstone data. Yeah, thoroughly impressed by this whole thing. Data processed, adversary warring triad Sophia, threat level extreme. Successful applicants will proceed to elite squad induction. Families of unsuccessful applicants will receive twice standard death benefits. Before initiating this program, elite squad applicants must agree to extensive physical audit. Data corrupted, unable to verify input. Applicant agreed, agreement accepted. Activating reality augmentation, initiating enlistment program. The Empire thanks you for your service. Post-mortem data will be used to improve the survival rates of subsequent applicants. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Activating verification systems. Elimination trial request acknowledged. Awaiting tombstone data. Data processed. Adversary warring triad Zervan. Threat level extreme. This is the final qualifying test for surviving elite squad enlistees. Participation is only permitted to candidates who agreed to unrestricted biopsy procedures following the trial. Specifically, enlistees who successfully complete the program will be certified as genetically superior and must submit to cell harvesting for subsequent cloning initiatives. Elimination trial survival rates are currently calculated at 1.9%. That sounds about right. Activating reality augmentation, initiating elimination trial. The Empire thanks you for your service. Postmortem data will be used to improve the survival rates of subsequent candidates. Your sacrifice is appreciated. That's fine. Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna call it there for today. Thanks so much everyone for watching as always. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed today and have a great night. I will be back tomorrow for more Final Fantasy, and I guess going with more main story quests. So kind of picking that back up. But yeah, take care everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.